Hey budget gardeners, Vita Loca here. Join me today as I show you how to collect the seeds from this beautiful yellow Biden's plant. So let's go. I will be doing a series of videos showing you how to collect the seeds from various annuals and perennials that are found in my yard as well as other people's yards. I hope you enjoy the series. The plant that I've chosen for us to collect the seeds from right now is called the Bidens. It's an annual where I live here in Zone 5B, and although I was very lucky and the plant did drop its seeds last year and it overwintered, I had a whole bunch of seedlings that popped up in my rose garden. That's not always the case. It really depends on how mild of a winter we have here. But I still like to collect the seeds from the plants because I don't want to take a chance on whether or not the plant is going to come back as a free seedling in my yard. I like to have more control. I like to grow the plant from seed indoors under my grow lights, or I like to have the seeds and scatter them in certain areas of my yard. So what I'm going to do is take you in for a closer look to show you what we're looking for when collecting the seeds off of a Biden's plant. Normally, I like to deadhead my Bidens during the summer months. So something like this, I would come in, follow it all the way down, and I would pinch it off. And I like to do that during the summer months. However, it's late summer and we're entering fall, and I want my plant to go to seed so that I can start collecting the seeds off of it. Right here is an example of what we're looking for. I'm going to follow it down, and I pinched it off. Look at all the seeds on there, and each seed will make one new Biden's plant. It is raining today, and I can tell you these seeds are pretty wet. So let's go in somewhere where it's dry, and I'll show you what the next step is. I like to store my seeds in something small because of space, and I choose plastic bags. You can use paper bags or envelopes, anything that you like, or even a jar. The key, though, is you want to make sure that the seeds are completely dry before storage. You also want to store your seeds in a place where it's out of sunlight and where it's not very humid. You want it to be a nice dry area and where it's also cool. Some people like to store their seeds in the fridge so that the seeds last longer. I don't do that, and my seeds last for years. So here are the 3 samples that we brought in from outside, and it's actually pretty clear on this. You can see what the seeds look like. What I'm doing is I'm just pulling them off. The key with collecting seeds is you want to do it when a plant is going by. You don't want to take a flower and the flower, if you brought the flower indoors, the flower is not just going to naturally go to seed. You want to make sure that the flower has started to go to seed outside or outdoors, and then bring those seed pods in, take the seeds out of the seed pods, and then let them dry. There are some plants that are sterile that will not produce seeds for you. I believe there are some Bidens that are patented, and I think that they don't produce seeds. So just keep that in mind. And when you're collecting seeds, the plant may not look the same as the mother plant, but that to me is the beauty of collecting seeds. But with that said, when it comes to these Bidens, year after year, they look pretty much the same to me. They're just a yellow colored flower. And it's amazing how many seeds you can collect off of one single plant. I always like to collect more than less seeds, and I prefer to start them under grow lights indoors for this particular plant for Bidens. But if I do get volunteer plants in my yard, I'm very happy with that. And then I can move those around my yard as needed. What I like about Bidens is they look wonderful out in the landscape. They also look beautiful in a pot. In this time of year, end of summer, early fall, who doesn't love looking at yellow flowers? Okay, I'm going to take you in for a closer look so you can see what the seeds look like here. I like to keep the dime there so you can see how small the seeds are compared to the dime. Notice with the Biden seed, it has almost like a little tail on the end of it. So what I'll do is I'm going to let these dry for a number of days, and then I will store them in this Ziploc bag here. And I like to put the seeds on paper so I can fold the paper in half, and it can easily funnel the seeds off of the paper and into the bag. I really hope you enjoyed this series with collecting Biden seeds. If you haven't already, definitely be sure to subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I release a new video. I love collecting seeds from plants. I just think it's so much fun. And one thing that I've learned is out on YouTube and on the internet, there are a lot of videos on collecting seeds. So definitely check those out. They're a great resource. But what I found specifically with Bidens, I didn't find a lot of videos that show you how to collect the seeds from Bidens. And I did a previous video on how to collect the seeds from begonias. I also did not find a lot of videos on that. But I know that the method I'm using works because I've done it in previous years. So I'm happy to share that knowledge with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop a message down in the comments box. Until the next video, make it a great day with gardening.